bit of an update video for Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle from Clemson. I'm 42 right now. I did a video on him already from last year, and I think I did a pretty good job talking about his skill set, where he fits, and kind of what he does. But he had a lot of tape at defensive end last year. And in my film assessment, I was like, man, Christian Wilkins is very much a 3-tech in my opinion, and I think he'll be much better at 3-tech in my opinion. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cleveland Farrell and Austin Bryant are playing the defensive end, so there's room for young Christian Wilkins to play 3-tech, and man, oh man, Christian Wilkins is as good at 3-tech as I thought he was going to be. You know, when he's outside, I mean, yeah, he's good when he's outside. He can kind of bend when he's outside. He's pretty quick for outside, sure. But man, all that just doubles when it doubles when he's inside. He's double as fast on the inside, double as quick, double with his hands, right? If you're one of these tackles here, you kind of get a chance to kick, read, and react to Christian Wilkins. Well, if Christian Wilkins is on you in a hurry from B-gap in a one-on-one situation, oh, good luck to you. Christian Wilkins didn't make the play right here, but he's a lot more explosive here. Lot quicker, like his ball get off. We'll talk a little more about his hands and strength and things like that. But as of now, just natural tools. He gets upfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. Let's keep watching. And we got Christian Wilkins lined up in A gap here. It's kind of hard to see him, but he's right there. He's an A gap. He's number 42. It's kind of hard to see him there. He's lined up in A gap. I don't think he's going to be much of an A gap player. Clemson can do this now because they can kind of get away with it, college ball, whatever. But he's quick for A gap as well. I just don't think next level he's necessarily strong enough to be an A gap player. Maybe every now and then, like a passing down, something like that. Maybe you develop him a little bit more. He could probably give you a little value as a potential pass rushing, sometimes A gap player, but nah, B. He's best in B gap. Didn't want to hang on to the Pittsburgh game very, very long. Sometimes people they criticize me for only showing a handful of games. Well, he was just beating up on the Pittsburgh kid. Well, here's Christian Wilkins beating the hell out of some Florida State kids as well. This is where I think Christian Wilkins becomes a little more valuable, and I'll just play some plays in a row, whatever. This is where I think Christian Wilkins becomes valuable. I think the National Football League is evolving again, just in my personal opinion. I think it's evolving again. And we know every now and then the league does evolve. The league does, it kind of just, moves at its own. It evolves at the pace that it evolves from, if that makes sense. Offense makes one move, then defense will make a move to counter that. Defense make a move, then offense will make a move to counter that. So when defensive ends became great, offensive tackles became great. Defensive ends evolved one more time. So now we got to take offenses and make them be able to counteract edge players, right? So we get rid of the ball quick. We got check down guys, hot routes or whatever. And if a quarterback can see an edge player coming, then they can just kind of step up and just avoid that guy, right? I think the league is evolving more towards nasty interior players. Nasty, ridiculous interior players. Guys that can get upfield, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Guys that can affect the quarterback right in the middle of the pocket to keep the quarterback from stepping up. I think that's the next move. So we're looking at super athletic, disruptive 3-techs now. So that'll be guys like Christian Wilkins, guys like Ed Oliver, guys like Rashawn Gary. You know what I mean? Hell, I mean, even Quentin Williams gets a boost in value because he can be so disruptive in A gap. Quarterback can't step up when the center's in his face. So I think that's where guys like Christian Wilkins get a lot more value too. But let's get back to the film though. I kind of had to go through a few games to see Christian Wilkins actually use some power. Can he engage and disengage with certain players in certain scenarios, right? And let's be honest, we're on this channel here. It took me a while to find that. Most of the plays where I saw Christian Wilkins dominating, he was kind of dominating off of his ball get off and his speed. But at some point you're going to have to use strength, and sometimes you're going to have to use your hands. And I didn't see much of it. Finally found a play of it. Christian Wilkins right here is lined up in he's A gap 0. He's lined up at the 0 here. Take a look at him. He's finally in a scenario where he comes off the ball, shoots his hands, gets his hands inside. Not bad there. He gets kind of high, but he does have to disengage with this lineman here. I don't see a lot of power sets from Christian Wilkins, and he may not be that kind of guy. He may be, flat out use my speed guy, to be honest. But I don't see a lot of purposeful engagement. You know how we watch Quentin Williams? He'll purposely engage somebody. He'll purposely shoot those hands and take control of that blocker, disengage from him, then go make the tackle. Christian Wilkins is more of a dominate you with speed type of guy. Don't see a lot of strength from him. So just keep that in your notepad when you watch a film for yourself. YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. I saw a play here that kind of made me excited versus South Carolina. We see Christian Wilkins up here. He's going to be in a B-gap situation. He's going to be one-on-one versus guard here. We actually see Christian Wilkins engage and quickly get off of somebody. Now, I was just giving him a little bit of grief about that just a little bit ago. Pardon me, the broadcast view is kind of trash here. I was just giving him a little bit of grief about that. I rarely see him purposely engage people. Sometimes, you have to purposely engage people, right? I just see a little extra move in his little tool belt there. There's a bit of small engagement. He's going to grab a little bit of cloth, disconnect, and he's going to continue to rush the quarterback and get the sack right here. I'm not mad at that, young Christian Wilkins. It just shows a little extra wrinkle in your game that I really appreciate. So yeah, man, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm not going to hold you all day because, like I said, I already did a Christian Wilkins video, and I think that video, the first one I did, it kind of speaks for itself. I'll link it in here somewhere, but it kind of speaks for everything that I think about Christian Wilkins. And I think not much has changed between this year and last year, but what I think is the most different and most important is that he's moved to the inside now. I think that's the most important, that he's playing interior football where he can be quick and he can be better disruptive. In my opinion, he's not a defensive end. I know a lot of people tried to stick him at defensive end, plug him there, make him play. No, I'm not really trying to stick defensive end on Christian Wilkins or stick Christian Wilkins at defensive end. Let him play 3-tech. I think he'll only be a 3-tech. Somebody's gonna try to, say put him at 3-4 defensive end, kind of sort of like that, but I don't think Christian's great with his hands. He can use his hands, but I don't think he's great enough to 2-gap. So maybe he can develop into a solid 3-4 2-gap player, but I like him in B-gap going forward, getting nasty, less responsibility. That's just my opinion. Like I said, man, go watch the other video. I'll link it here somewhere. Like this thing, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so you can know when I drop random ass videos in the middle of the week just like this. You never know. We're about to get into draft season a little bit full throttle, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Go join the Discord or something. Go get a shirt or something. Patreon and PayPal. You already know. Doski Woski, y'all. Salute.